This is the Concordia International Annual Summit. This is the largest non-partisan summit taking place in New York in the margins of the United Nations General Assembly. This summit brings together presidents, world leaders, prime ministers, captains of industries, entrepreneurs, activists, to discuss some of the world's most challenging situations. There will be 6 themes that will be discussed in this year's annual Concordia International Summit. The first theme is global economy and trade. The second theme is democracy, security, and geopolitical risk. The third theme is energy, environment, and transitions. The fourth theme is health, opportunities, and challenges. The fifth theme is human rights and social progress. And the fifth theme is innovative technologies. Now, for a brief synopsis on those themes, I will begin with theme number 1, global economy and trade. It's very important to me. I will be meeting with some Taiwanese later this afternoon to discuss the situation on trade in the free world and how we are going to take it from one point to another. I'm very concerned about the global dynamics of trade in our modern technological age. We live in an age of tariffs. I mean, everybody knows that. And where do we go from here? Especially at a time when I work with the mining industry and we are looking for solutions to the world's supply of lithium. I'm very concerned about elements like lithium, cobalt, aluminum. They are all needed for electric cars. They are needed to power our cell phones, to power our laptops, to power our cameras, to power all of our domestic needs. So in an age of tariff, I'm concerned about imports, exports, percentage on tariffs. How do we navigate this thread and go into another with all of the tariffs that are lingering in every country of the globe? The second theme is democracy, security, and geopolitical risk. When we look at democracy, we know that many people have lost faith in democracy. We know that democracy must be strengthened. We also know national security must be strengthened as well, especially at a time when France is about to assume the G7 presidency as early as next year. So my question to the experts is, how do we go about navigating this theme, especially at a time when many nations of the world are in competition for the geopolitical chain of command? Theme number 3 is energy, environment, and transition. I don't know whether people have heard my speech, because I think my speech carried some weight. I spoke at the Air Canada Center in Montreal, Canada, some time ago on the subject of eco-citizenship and sustainability. One of the things that I stressed most was that we should begin to look at sustainability not as an abstract word, but as a strategic advantage. Why do I say that? Because we have economic resilience here, and every year we come here, we talk about climate change, we talk about what we are going to do, and very little is being done about it. So my question was our behaviors and eco-citizenship have to be curbed for us to take ourselves from one step to the other. The next theme is health challenges and opportunities. I will be meeting with Executive Director of PQMD, Elizabeth Ashburn, sometime later today. I will also be meeting with Doctors Without Borders to hear their stories on the international front where medicine and healthcare is concerned. I am not an expert on healthcare and medicine, but I believe that equity in medicine in America must be discussed. We have to address that situation. If not now, then when? The other theme is human rights and social progress. Now, the theme of human rights descended from the French Revolution of 1789. The rallying cry was equality, liberté et fraternité. Liberty, equality, and fraternity. We have made a whole 360-degree circle around this rallying theme right now, and I have some questions. And one of the questions I have is, do people really have to die to bring their opinions forward? We look at fundamental rights like free speech, especially on social media. We see what is happening on social media. The mass multitude of people on social media, they all have an expression. How are we going to talk? How are we going to address free speech when it comes to social media? The other thing I want to ask the experts as well is movement, mass movement. We look at the mass movement of the exodus of immigrants. How are we going to find solutions to curb this problem, especially in an age of technology? And the other question as well is the fair rule of law. Does it apply for one set and not apply for the other set? I mean, there are many questions, and I'm here to find answers. And the last theme is innovative technologies. I'm very concerned about the world of AI at the moment. I'm concerned about international AI. I'm concerned about what is taking place. AI controls how we live, how we connect, how we work. And according to the United Nations census as of July 2025, Africa has a population of over 2 billion people in comparison to the United States with a population of climbing at 348 million. So my question is, I mean, we look at the logistics here. Why is AI centered in one part of the world and not centered in another part of the world? Africa, the Caribbean, AI must be readily accessible to them as well. And I'm concerned about energy security in AI as well. I'm concerned about the roadmap for AI when world leaders, when the G7 nations are meeting next year. How are they going to address the roadmap for AI? I'm concerned about who controls the data analysis of AI. If AI is free, what is the currency? So I have some pressing questions I would like answered here at this international summit. Apart from that, I think there will be breakout sessions, there will be panel discussions, there will be interviews, there will be private meetings. So as I said again, I'm here and I'm looking forward as to what we can accomplish to find solutions to some of the world's most pressing challenges. Thank you.